The power of positive thinking had always been a mantra that Sophie lived by. From a young age, she had learned the value of looking on the bright side, of finding the silver lining in every cloud. And as she grew older, she discovered that this positive mindset had the power to transform her life in ways she could never have imagined. Sophie had always been a happy child, but she faced her fair share of challenges as she grew up. She struggled with anxiety and self-doubt, and there were times when she felt like the world was against her. But she refused to let these negative thoughts take over. Instead, she focused on the good in her life, on the people who loved her, and the opportunities that lay ahead. As she entered adulthood, Sophie found that her positive outlook gave her an edge in the world. She landed a dream job, found a loving partner, and built a fulfilling life for herself. And whenever life threw her a curveball, she was able to face it head-on, confident in her ability to overcome any obstacle. But it wasn't just Sophie's own life that was transformed by the power of positive thinking. She had a way of spreading happiness and joy wherever she went, of inspiring those around her to see the good in the world. Whether it was a friend going through a tough time or a stranger on the street, Sophie had a way of brightening people's days with her infectious smile and can-do attitude. And as the years went by, Sophie's positive energy seemed to multiply. She started volunteering at a local shelter, helping to care for animals in need. She joined a community group dedicated to spreading kindness and love throughout the town. And she even started writing a blog, sharing her own experiences and tips for staying happy and positive with a wider audience. In the end, Sophie's legacy was one of happiness and hope. She had shown that the power of positive thinking could change lives, not just her own, but those around her. And though she was gone, her spirit lived on in the hearts of those who had been touched by her warmth and light. The lesson of Sophie's story is clear. No matter what challenges we face in life, there is always a reason to stay positive. By focusing on the good in our lives and in the world around us, we can create a ripple effect of happiness and joy that can touch countless lives. The power of positive thinking is real, and it is a force for good that can transform our world. As Sophie's blog gained popularity, she started receiving messages from people all over the world, thanking her for the positivity and inspiration she brought into their lives. Some shared their own stories of triumph over adversity, while others simply expressed their gratitude for Sophie's unwavering optimism. One message in particular stood out to Sophie. It was from a woman named Sarah, who had been diagnosed with a terminal illness and was struggling to find hope in the face of her diagnosis. Sophie felt a deep connection with Sarah and started corresponding with her regularly, sending her messages of encouragement and support. Months went by, and Sophie's blog continued to grow in popularity. But one day she received a message from Sarah's family, letting her know that Sarah had passed away. Sophie was heartbroken, but she knew that her words had brought comfort to Sarah in her final months. Determined to continue spreading positivity in the world, Sophie decided to turn her blog into a book. She poured her heart and soul into the project, sharing her personal journey of finding happiness and offering practical tips for others who wanted to do the same. The book was a hit, and Sophie became a sought-after speaker, traveling the world to share her message of hope and positivity. She even started a foundation, using the proceeds from her book to support causes that were near and dear to her heart. Years went by, and Sophie became an icon in the world of self-help and personal growth. But even as her fame grew, she never lost sight of the values that had brought her success in the first place: love, kindness, and the power of positive thinking. And when she finally passed away, at the ripe old age of 90, she left behind a legacy of happiness and hope that would continue to inspire generations to come. The moral of this story is that the power of positive thinking is a real force that can change lives for the better. By focusing on the good in our lives and in the world around us, we can create a ripple effect of happiness and joy that can touch countless lives. Sophie's story shows us that no matter what challenges we face in life, there is always a reason to stay positive and hopeful. Through her own experiences and the connections she made with others, Sophie demonstrated that positivity can not only transform our own lives, but it can also have a positive impact on those around us. Her unwavering optimism and commitment to spreading happiness and love served as an inspiration to many and left a lasting legacy of kindness and hope. The lesson we can take from Sophie's story is that a positive attitude can make all the difference in the world and can lead to a life filled with joy and fulfillment.